So continuation from the problems is on magnification. So given here the given data is a candle of height 6 centimeters is placed at 2 centimeters distance from the pinhole camera. If the width of the pinhole camera is 4 centimeters, find the magnification and size of the image. Right? So given size of object O is equal to, the size of the object is given as 6 centimeters and distance of the object U is equal to 4 centimeters. Sorry, 2 centimeters. And width of pinhole camera right. So width of the pinhole camera is equal to 4 centimeters. We have to find out magnification and size of the image. So magnification formula M is equal to, we have three formulas: size of image by size of object and distance of image by distance of object and width of pinhole camera by distance of object. Size of image by size of object, distance of image by distance of object, width of pinhole camera by distance of object. So by applying this formula, we have to find out magnification and size of the image. Clear? So first one is magnification. So by using the given data and by applying these formulas, we can find out the magnification. What are the values given to find out magnification? So width of the camera and distance of object is helpful to find out the magnification. So magnification here is equal to width of camera by distance of object. So by applying this, we can find out magnification. M is equal to width of the camera is 4 centimeters. Distance of object is 2 centimeters. Centimeters and 2 ones, 2 2s. So magnification is equal to 2. We got the magnification value and we have to find out size of image. So, and magnification has another formula. So that is magnification M is equal to size of image by size of object. We need size of image. So size of image is equal to I is equal to magnification into size of object. So magnification we got 2, size of object is 6 centimeters. So 2 into 6 12 centimeters. So size of object, size of image is 12 centimeters. That's it. Reflection is nothing but the return of light into the same medium. What is the medium? Light enters and after striking the surface, the light reflects to the same medium. Right? Returning of the light into the same medium is nothing but reflection. That means it is the air, it is the surface, it is the incident ray. By the definition, the return of light into the same medium after striking the surface. After striking the surface, the light returning to the same medium and it is nothing but a reflection. So that by this reflection of light can be defined as the beam of light is incident on a surface. So that means whenever the light rays which falls on the surface, some part of the light rays will get returned to the same medium, and these light rays are nothing but reflected light or reflected. And this reflection is possible only for smooth surfaces, that means highly polished, smooth surfaces. So those are nothing but mirrors, right? And we can say this reflections in our regular life. A best example is whenever you are seeing your face into a mirror, right? So that is the best example for reflection of light, right? Here some terms are there. So these terms are very helpful in the topic reflection. So now I am going to explain that. In that first one is mirror, highly polished smooth surface. Simply we call it as a mirror. It is a highly polished smooth surface which reflects the most of the light into the same medium. So whenever the light rays falls on it, so those light rays will get reflected, and this is nothing but a highly polished smooth surface. Simply we call it as a reflected surface. Mark it as M and M dash and M, and right. So to this mirror, one side is smooth surface and it is not coated, and another side it is a coating will be present. And next one is incident ray. IAO, marked as the ray AO, right? Whatever the light ray which strikes the surface is nothing but an incident ray. Clear? And next one is point of incidence. At the point at which the incident ray strikes the mirror. Defining again, the light ray which strikes the reflecting surface, and this light ray is nothing but incident ray on the mirror. Wherever the light ray strikes, right, at that point we call as a point of incidence. O. Next, normal line. The line which is perpendicular to the surface is nothing but normal ray, marked as ON. Right? We can extend this. Right. Next, after striking the light ray, after striking the surface, the light ray obtained after reflection is nothing but reflected ray and marked as OB. Right? This reflected ray is present in the same medium of incidence and normal. The light ray obtaining after reflection from the surface is nothing but reflected ray. Clear? And you can observe there is an angle between ON and OA, and this angle is nothing but angle of incidence. And the angle of incidence is the angle between incident ray and normal ray, right? And there is an angle between OB and OM, and this angle is nothing but reflection. Angle of reflection. Angle of reflection is nothing but the angle between normal ray and the reflected ray, right? So here AON is angle of incidence, BON is angle of reflection. Clear? Next, plane of incidence, right? Plane of incidence is nothing but the plane which contains incident ray and normal ray. The plane which contains incident ray and normal ray is nothing but plane of incidence, and the plane which contains reflected ray and normal light is nothing but plane of reflection. Clear? And to the surface an incident ray there is an angle MOA is nothing but glancing angle denoted by angle Z. Clear? And here also it is an angle M dash OB is also nothing but glancing angle Z. Clear? So glancing angle is the angle between incident ray and surface or reflected ray and surface. Clear? Next, angle of deviation. Angle of deviation is nothing but it is the light ray. If it is a mirror, after striking the mirror, the light ray gets reflected. For example, if there is no mirror, what happens? This light ray will travel in this direction, in the straight way, right? So angle of deviation can be defined as the angle made by the extended incident ray. We are extending this incident ray. It is the incident ray and we are extending this. So the angle made by the extended incident ray and reflected ray is nothing but angle of deviation, right? And this angle of deviation as the formula is equal to 180 minus 2i. Let's say later we will discuss. Clear? Is it clear? Mirror, a highly polished smooth surface which reflects the most of the light. Incident ray, the light ray striking the smooth surface is nothing but incident ray. Reflected ray, the light ray which obtained after reflection from the surface. Point of incidence O. The point at which the light ray strikes the surface is nothing but point of incidence. So normal line, the line which is perpendicular to the surface is nothing but normal line. Remember, the angle between normal line and surface is 90 degrees. Important. Angle of incidence is the angle at which the incident ray makes with normal line at the point of incidence is nothing but angle of incidence. It is denoted by angle I. The angle of reflection, it is nothing but the angle at which the reflected ray with normal line at the point of incidence, and this angle is nothing but angle of reflection. It is denoted with angle R. Plane of incidence and plane of reflection. The plane containing incident ray and normal, and this plane is nothing but plane of incidence. The plane containing reflected ray and normal is nothing but plane of reflection. Glancing angle. Glancing angle is the angle made by the angle of incidence with the mirror, to the surface or angle made by the reflected ray and the surface is nothing but angle of glance or glancing angle. So angle of glance is equal to 90. As I said, normal line and mirror angle 90 degrees. So 90 minus I, to subtract this, we get this value, or 90 minus R. It is 90 minus R. If you subtract this, we can get this angle. Angle of deviation. Angle of deviation is the angle made by the extended incident ray with the reflected ray, and this angle is nothing but angle of deviation. So it has the formula 180 minus 2I or 180 minus 2R. Clear? That's it. So there are two laws of reflection. First law is this normal line, incident line and reflected line. All the three rays lies on the same side of the plane. Second law, angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. Right? Angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. For suppose if angle I is equal to 30, then angle R is also 30 degrees only. Remember this. Right? For suppose if angle of incidence is equal to 30, whatever angle of glancing, right? Angle I is equal to 30 degrees, whatever angle G. So angle G has the formula 90 minus I. So that is equal to 90 minus 30. So angle of glancing is equal to 60 degrees. So in this way we can do the problems.